Hey everybody, this is Professor Eskew. I just wanted to take time to go over the syllabus with you in this course. So here we are in Blackboard on the course homepage. If you come over in the course menu, come down to syllabus, simply click on that link and up pops the syllabus. Here is the link for the PDF for the syllabus. Click that, it's coming up. Please know that you can always over here print the syllabus if you want a hard copy. You are more than welcome to do that. Otherwise, you have it here electronically. So here is the first page of the syllabus. Most of you have seen syllabus before at this stage in your educational career. One thing I'd like to point out, at least for my courses, is the course CRN. In our case, it's 01742. The reason I point this out is because if you email me, and many of you will, please, please, please put this CRN number in the subject line of the email. I have about 350 students in the spring semester usually. So if you send me the email with the CRN, I can go right to your course, right to your question, and respond to you in a timely manner. If you don't give me that CRN, then I just kind of put you in a pile and wait till I've got time to sort through all of the different class rosters. I want to be timely in my response, so again, if you would please be kind enough to send me the CRN, I will make sure that you get a timely response. Here's some information about the course, the student learning outcomes, the information we're going to cover. We cover a lot. We will be using this textbook. This is McGraw-Hill's textbook for managerial accounting. You can buy the bundle, which is the access code for Connect. That's our homework system, and the softbound copy of the textbook through the bookstore. You can actually go through Blackboard into Connect and buy the access code and get just the ebook. You can purchase that way, or you can go through a third-party retailer and purchase the textbook and or the access code. But please, when you buy the access code, make sure you're buying it for the 16th edition, okay? So that's the edition we're using. Here is the gradings points breakdown for you. So we do 4 discussion boards in this course. Each one of us worth 20 points. Please know that there are 2 dates that you need to be aware of for each discussion board. The first date comes fairly early, and it is your actual response to the discussion board prompt. Then a few days later, you can respond to generally 3 of your classmates and discuss their responses. So there's 2 due dates on a discussion board. Each is worth 20 points, so 80 points there. Video presentations, again, we're covering 13 of the 15 chapters in this textbook. A video presentation will just take you through the highlights of the chapter. It may not hit all of the details, so you will still want to read the chapter, but it will take you through the highlights of most of everything you need to do. There's 13 of those at 20 points for 260 points. Then your homework. There is homework with every chapter. Homework is 30 points apiece. You with the video presentations, forgive me, you have 2 attempts. Homework, you have unlimited attempts until the due date, and so that means you can do a problem, go out, come back, do some more. You can keep submitting each time, so your points just accumulate. 13 chapters, 30 points, 390 points. For both the video presentation and the homework, I don't extend the due dates, but what I do for you is each day after the due date, there's a 25% deduction in the total points you earn. So the idea is to get everything done by the due date, but if you don't, you can still go in for the next 3 days and do the homework and score at least some points. And that's true again for the presentation and homework. Quizzes, it's 1 attempt, it's a time, or 2 attempts. One, it's timed, and it takes the higher of the 2. So there's only 7 quizzes, so you don't you have quizzes from week 2 to week 8, and they're worth 50 points apiece. So that's a total of 1,080 points. Here is the grading scale. It's the typical MESA 90, 80, 70, 60. So because the grading scale is a 10 percentage point spread, I don't round. So if you get an 89.3, you're going to get a B. Because of that 10-point spread, that's an awful large percentage point spread. Okay? Here's a discussion of each one of the assignments I just talked to you about, so please review those as well. Extra credit, I sometimes do give you extra credit, but generally don't count on it. I just put that in there because if, in case I want to give extra credit, I'll give it. Please don't ask. If I decide to give it, I'll give it to you. Let's see, here's some information. I've talked to you about the email. I've talked to you about the late policy, but please review this again. Then your add, drop, withdrawal. So here's some important dates that you need to be aware of. The last day to add or pay for your add codes is April 11th. Last day you can drop a class and not receive a W on your transcript is also April 11th. You can be eligible for a refund through April 9th. You can petition pass-fail if this course has the pass-fail option through the 17th. And then the last day that you can absolutely withdraw from the class is May 4th. After that date, I am required to give you a letter grade. Here's some information about Blackboard in case you get some hiccups there. And then here is some information. If you need any kind of accommodation, please feel free to visit the DSPS website. Make sure that you make an appointment with them, get the proper documentation, and make sure you send that to me. I cannot give you an accommodation without that paperwork, okay? If you need tutoring, there's two different areas. So you can actually go to the LRC, the Learning Resource Center, and go into M2T2, which is our tutoring center, and I believe that's on the 4th floor. The Writing Center is on the 2nd floor, but there is a link here to give you all of the information concerning that. If you notice too, on the home web page, there is a link called NetTutor. That is online tutoring that is also available to you for this course. So you just click on that link and it is absolutely free, and you will find out when there are online tutors, or you can submit your questions through the portal and they will return your response in an email. If you are a veteran and you happen to be on campus, here is the link to the Veterans Resource Centers. Please consider taking advantage of that. Also, if you're getting ready to transfer, please make sure that you come and visit the Transfer Center. I encourage students to always visit the Transfer Center, especially if you're close to transferring, at least 1 or 2 times that last semester, because requirements from UC and the CSU system do change. And so you don't want to have that last minute surprise and think you're going to transfer and be short a class or two, okay? Finally, if you have any issues regarding food or housing insecurities, please feel free to contact our Dean of Student Services for support. And if you have any questions or are uncomfortable doing that, contact me and we'll make sure that we make the appropriate arrangements for you. Finally, here's some important links, but we get to the tentative class schedule. So here's a breakdown for the next 8 weeks that we are together of all of the assignments and the due dates. So if you will see this first week, you've got some presentations, the homework, and your initial post for the discussion board is due. And then, and it's actually due the Tuesday of the next week. Then there's a breakdown for the rest of the week. So please print this off, make it handy, put it in your calendar, however you organize yourself. You'll also get this information. It's on Connect, so it's all there for you. So there is a quick overview of the syllabus. Please, again, review it on your own. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to contact me. Thanks so much. Have a great day.